Good evening everyone, and welcome to a couple of races from Sabres Twitch stream. Go and check him out over on Twitch, unless you're one of the guys that was participating in the lobbies, and welcome, come see yourself race. Straight off the bat then, we are at Interlagos, which always makes for great racing. I believe we've got a full lobby as well, so it's going to be plenty of opportunities for everyone on a starting grid. No rolling starts today, no practice either. We're pretty much dropping ourselves straight into the lobby, so everyone's going to have to adapt pretty quickly if they're going to want to keep up, because the front pack are already very fast racers, as we've seen in races before. Staying pretty clean through turn one down the centre S then. Everyone's getting through nicely. Doesn't seem like there's much drama going on. I'm sure there was plenty of rubbing and people missing out and losing out, but looking at the majority of things, it's gone nicely. Nice lively there from McVerb. And coming into the corner then, top three are looking pretty comfortable. Alsop's going to go wide though, and he's going to open the place up for Nicey brakes. And we've got BSH, Sabre and an Odd Gamer all coming into the corner at the same time. Sabre's going to hug on the inside, and Odd Gamer's going to go too far out wide, and Leah's going to have a look down the inside, which is going to hold off for a minute. I'm going to go and check out the AstroTurf to make sure it's clearly graded for the race we're doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing there. And oh my... Moving swiftly on from Sabre's Nuclear Nightmare, we're going to jump on board with Rob Smith and watch the triple fight between Alsop, BSH, Leah and Odd Gamer go down, while Jokerman's going to fly down the right hand side. And we're going to have a look on board now with McVerb 99, while Nicey Brakes gets pushy onto the final exit onto the home straight. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'd be putting in an inquiry on that one, to be honest with you, but he was looking for the better exit. Sometimes you just got to let off and try and get it a bit further down the road. But as you're saying, that is racing. Jono looking down the outside to go around the outside of myself now. I'm not going to stick with it though, apparently, as we're going to go on board. Ad's sending it on the inside of McVerb and getting pushy on Nicey Brakes. So it's getting a bit heated out here now. McVerb's going to fall into 5th place and just follow on behind. I think there's going to be more moves to come, I think. Coming down here into the more technical section. What a time to move away. And that was my own doing, and someone's gone off there. It's been McVerb, I think, depending on how quickly he seems to have got back on nicely. On board with Jono in 8th now then. Jokerman up in 6th there, along with Ants, Nicey Brakes and Odd Gamer, all nice and close together, while Crucial Kid looks to be pulling away. Jono just sort of caught in the middle of a pack there, as I'm going to try and send it down the inside of Vinny and hopefully come off better for it, which I'm not going to be able to do, and that means Stoke is going to be hot on my heels now, looking for a position to gain as well. But I think Rob Smith just sent it down the inside. Ad's fuels ran out, or his engine died. Coming into the final corner then, not the final corner, but is the final corner. Going to need a good exit from everyone here. Vinny's going to pull everyone down to the straight for the end of lap 2. Staying on board with Vinny. We're going to have it. We're going to move forward, and just going to get on board on time for an Odd Gamer to send one down into the centre S. Nice. He's gone wide, and Nicey Brakes goes a bit wide there. I don't know if he was trying to defend him coming back on the track, but now Joker's not going to mess around jumping on any opportunity that comes his way, so he's going to look around the outside down here if he's got the speed to carry it round. Volkswagen's quite good round here and quite good on the brakes and nippy in the corners as well, but it's not going to be enough to hold Jokerman off, and he's going to get up into 3rd place. The Alsop in 2nd, Crucial Kid in 1st then, and running away with it really. No competition, so he's been able to just move on. The Alsop seems to be gaining penalties from, I would imagine, track limits. So still with Vinny then, and he's managing to hold everyone off as Stoke eats shit then and ends up in the wall. That's just unfortunate, and we've all definitely been on at some point into the final turn, as we say again. And it looks like Vinny is going to hold that position off, while 3rd to 6th is very, very close, as Jokerman's going to give everyone a toe down there. Just look at the exit difference though that he's managed to get, so I think he's just going to be okay on that one to let the rest of them fight. Someone's definitely going to look at sending it though. Crucial Kid, and the Alsop putting in a record there, record lap. Jokerman, and who's going to send it here? That's very, Jokerman's been very cautious there and still managed to get a good exit. Jono's going to fall into 4th place, and still so close. A lot of pressure coming from the Elon Musk team in SpaceX, as another gamer looks down to send it on Joker, but Joker's going to break really late and hold the inside line, and I think he's just going to manage to stay ahead. Here comes Elon Musk in SpaceX looking to send one down the inside, which he's going to manage to do. Joker's now got to defend and attack at the same time, keep his lines nice and tight there as the grip runs out for SpaceX. And Jokerman might have a bit more time now to relax, and we're going to jump back on board with Vinny then, still holding the position away from myself in the new Aston Martin livery. It doesn't seem to be like there's much pressure coming from myself. I seem to keep dropping it in a couple of sectors if I do make any time up. That being said, just staying in the tow is going to help us close the distance on the pack in front. So 4th and 5th up for grabs for both me and Vinny at the moment, as these two are going to put in for a real fight now. These two have been the heaviest racers, I think, in this, the hardest racers. In the moves that they've been pulling, so I expect to see more, and that is a culmination of everything coming together between those two. So those nicey breaks is sent to the back. Up on board with Crucial now, and the Alsop seems to have closed him down quite a lot, to be fair. So there'll definitely be some sort of race going on between those two for the final lap as well, so I imagine there'll be a send somewhere coming, as I've now managed to get up onto the back of Vinny, and looking around the outside, Vinny's going to have to hug the inside now to make sure I'm not going to close the door if I get too far ahead. He's going to hold it on the inside, but just a little bit more grip for myself, and now I'm on the inside and on the apex, just outside the apex, but managing to get ahead. So good overtake there from myself. Going a bit deep though, nearly messing that up. Vinny's going to counter if he can, and it looks like we're coming into the home straight now, and Crucial is going to take this one home, although the Alsop is definitely in a good tow. I don't think it's going to be in. Oh, it might be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's a good effort. Jokerman coming up in 3rd then, after fighting his way through the pack. I know Gamer in 4th. Definitely seeing the stewards afterwards though. Myself in 5th, Vinny 6th, nice break, 7th, Jono 8th, Dylan Twin in 9th, and the rest as well. Unfortunately, Sabre took the spin there at the start, which was unfortunate. Moving to St. Croix B2, I think we are at. This was Joker's choice, and this definitely caught everyone out. The thumbnail says who needs practice anyway. Quite a lot of us, as we will see. That being said though, the problem is I didn't know this track at all, and I got a good start, and the stupidest thing I could have done is took 1st place and started leading, which is exactly what I did. So yeah, so I had to really adapt quickly for this one, and Crucial has just been rejected by the barrier. So going back to myself up front then, yeah, it wasn't a great idea. I really had no idea where I was going. I had a vague idea, but I knew that people in this lobby were fast, so I was just waiting for the fact where I was going to break early and things were going to go very wrong. Chasing Bullets gone wide, Dan Blakey boy's gone drifting, and Crucial Kid is just going to hold it, and we've got a few Spinalas there, which is going to open up for the backpack, the faster guys. Jokerman, whose choice was this track, so I feel like this is going to be one of the ones where he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's already up into 4th place already. I'm down to 3rd, which is probably the right thing around here, just to gauge exactly what needs to happen. That being said, brace yourself for for some absolute shithousery.
What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, cause it is. What you say? That it's just what we need.
Moving swiftly on. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's just learn from it and move on. So Joker Man's already pushing for first place against SLDH, who goes wide there. It's going to give Joker Man every opportunity that he needs to get himself up in first and just piss off and say bye to everyone else. The rest of the pack still pretty close. Only a few mistakes from anyone really making some good positions up. Surprised in myself to be sitting in fourth. We've got Dan Blakey boy making his way through the field though, and repping the McDonald's library today. Always keep an eye out for his libraries. Always worth a gander. He's got some crazy ones. Being followed by Gaz the Bearded, which and Megasaurus is following behind, looking for any potential opportunities which are about to happen. Very tight on the apex there. Might say hello to the penalty system, which he does, but he could scrub it off as he goes. It's a great exit, to be fair, and a bit harsh on the time, maybe half a second, but nothing to worry about. He's not going to get slowed down. So after the mishap on the bridge that we all had, Sabre and Bennett are coming up the back of the pack, but they are coming fast, and they're going to want to get some retribution in some places for that accident. I think Sabre was just caught up in it, to be honest. I don't even think he went wide. I think it was just a matter of avoidance and ended up getting on the loud pedal too quickly, so that was unfortunate for him again. We've got SLDH 2015 just stepping out of it there and letting look take the position. He's got a 3.8 second penalty though, so one's got to question how many shortcuts this man is taking. I'm starting to make some good progress, sticking in fourth at the moment as SLD is going a bit wide. I'm just going to stay behind him and remember that the bridge is coming up.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Unfortunate, especially when you're racing, but they are the kind of things that do happen to us. That was a Taylor Swift wing just then. I'm not sure whose it was on. New Wave Sabre making a couple of positions. Going to skip to the third lap now as Sabre and Bennett have been grinding their way up the field, and it looks like it's getting pretty close. And Dan Blakey boy is going to go wide, and so is Bennett, and Sabre is just going to fly off into the distance as Megasaurus is going to put in an attack on both of those drivers, which should give Sabre some good time to start making even more progress towards the next pack ahead. Joker Man, as we've said before, has flown off and said goodbye to the rest of us. Myself in second place now. I don't actually know at what point that's happened. That's probably an off by look or yeah, I don't think he's scrubbing penalties that much that he's served it all and I've got ahead. Very, very tight move there for Megasaurus, and Dan Blakey boy comes out on top. Megasaurus unfortunately just gives a position, but it was the right thing to back out a bit instead of saying hello to the barriers. Got to know when to give it up and come back at another point. So we've moved on to the final lap. Joker Man has absolutely smashed it, not only in lap times but in consistency, and I'm surprisingly coming home in second place by some miracle. Hopefully getting faster each lap. Crucial Kid was hot on my heels, probably another lap would have caught up. And Sabre on an excellent recovery race there then, back up into fifth place, and with a lovely livery there as well for Aston Villa. And Blakey boy is going to go and pick up his Happy Meal. Megasaurus in seventh. That's it then guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to go over to Sabre's streams and YouTube channel and hit that like button for me too. Peace out.